Hello everyone, this is the third question of exercise 12.1 and the question says that identify the numerical coefficient of terms other than constants in this following expression. So first of all, what are constants? Constants are those terms which do not have any variable quantity. For example, 5. 5 is a constant. But if I say 5L, then that L can be anything. That L can be 1, that L can be 2. So that is a variable quantity. So 5 means constant and 5L is a variable. First of all, in these questions we have to identify the variables and then we have to tell the factors, or you can say that the coefficient of them. Now in this question 5 is a constant, minus 3t square is a term. Now if we'll see this term, in this t square is a variable term but minus 3 is a constant. That means this is the coefficient. So minus 3 is the coefficient. Once more I can tell you that supposingly this is a term. In this, any term comprises of two things. One is a variable quantity and the other is a constant. So here this is a constant and this is a variable quantity. So we have identified it. So this is minus 3t square. But now we have to tell the coefficient. So except the variable quantity, everything present in it is the coefficient of it. One more example. There are three variable quantities, means t, t square and t cube. Now we have to write the coefficient of it. So this is a variable quantity and with this it is 1. So 1 is the coefficient of it, 1 is the coefficient of it and 1 is the coefficient of it. Now in this one there are three quantities, x, 2xy and 3y. X is a variable quantity, so its coefficient is 1. Here x and y are two variable quantities and their coefficient is 2. And here the coefficient of y is 3. In part 4, the two quantities are 100m and 1000m. M is a variable and the rest is its coefficient. So 100 is its coefficient and the coefficient of n is 1000. Now 4. There are two terms, minus p square q square and 7pq. P square q square is a variable quantity. So minus 1 is the coefficient of it and here pq is a variable quantity, so 7 is the coefficient of it. Part 6. There are two variable quantities, 1.2a and 0.8b. This is a variable quantity, means this is the coefficient, 1.2 is the coefficient of it and this is the variable quantity, that means 0.8 is the coefficient of it. In this part 7, there is only one figure given to us. So r square is the variable quantity and 3.14 is the coefficient of it. Now this can be written as 2l plus 2b. So there are two variable quantities, first is 2l and second is 2b. L is a variable quantity, that means 2 is the coefficient of it. B is a variable quantity, that means 2 is the coefficient of it. Now in the last part there are two quantities, 0.1y and 0.01y square. So y is a variable quantity, that means 0.1 is the coefficient of it and here y square is a variable quantity, that means 0.01 is the coefficient of it. This is how you can solve this question. Thank you.